Hello everyone, this is Roman from the Chess Video Guide channel. Today I'm gonna show you how I practice my openings with this software called Chess Position Trainer. I had previously made a couple of videos about it, and now I'm trying to get into the habit of using this again. So as you can see, I had created a white opening repertoire. And so far I am trying to focus on practicing the Open Sicilian. So in here I checked in response to e4 so that only two moves, c5 and d5, are being offered to me when I train. So I'm in the repertoire mode, and let's just illustrate which lines I had chosen. I'm playing Open Sicilian, as I said. For now I'm skipping the e6 move, and I'm focusing on d6. Really, this is the top move in my repertoire, and I've also been focusing on the Scheveningen, which does interpose into knight of back and forth. So for now, let's just see what I have here. And here black has two moves, and I'll probably start training from here. If I go into the training tab, you can see that I have the same position popping up, and I've been practicing quite a bit lately, well, more than ever I guess. And if I look at the scheduler, it will still tell me that I am behind, so I'm just gonna double click on it and let it force me to train my openings. So it is selecting the moves that I had input into my repertoire, and here move orders. Those are always tricky in this opening, and I sometimes forget which way exactly my repertoire goes. So I think in response to queen c7 I'm still supposed to play f4, but I could be wrong here. So it's telling me that f4 is wrong, so let's just assume it goes a4. And now I think I have to play king h1. Yep. So now it wants me to retrain this line because I had missed the correct move order, which actually probably doesn't matter, but I'm just going to be playing by the rules and following the move order that it suggests to me, well, which I had really suggested to myself. And now I think because I got this move correctly, it's gonna try some other line, a6. So here the principles for white is that he should go into a short castle as soon as possible. Now this move order with knight to c6 I haven't been looking at as much, but I think usually the rule of thumb is that in response to knight c6 white should go bishop e3, and that is what it's choosing indeed to do. Now again I begin to forget. I think in response to bishop to d7 it's logical for me to play knight b3, and it does that. So now black is threatening to play b3, sorry, pawn to b4 and grab my pawn. So unfortunately I have to prevent that in this way. Now let's see, I'm beginning to forget this particular line again. I think I have to play for f4, because what else? f4. And now I think I have to put the bishop on f3. That is right. And now, because this knight is kind of misplaced, well, the knight doesn't have too many good squares and there's a bishop on d7, it's logical for me to push with g4, g5, so let's try that. This, and now g5. And now I have to pick a move again, and I think it is queen e2. At least that's what my repertoire says. I think white could try to go really bishop g2, queen h5 and try to give checkmate. But I think it is still queen e2. Okay, so when you get the line correctly, it tells you, it just shuts down that line and tries the next one. As you can see, it's also stopping at move 15, and that's because I'm using a free version of the software. So knight to d7, this is another line that white has to be aware of when they play the Open Sicilian and try to go into Scheveningen lines. So b5 is clearly aggressive, and I think I have to play this. And this is the line that I would like to play e5, but I don't think I can. So I might have to go a3, and that is correct, according to my repertoire. Now what else? Now I begin to forget, because e5 I don't think is working. I could try to play queen e2, that's a little artificial, and that would also walk into queen b6 possibly. Maybe king h1? No. Then it must be queen e2. Nope. So what is it then? It is sometimes a challenge to remember your own repertoire. It could also be g4, g5. It could also be e5, but I don't really see how e5 would work here. It could also be queen to e1. Now when I think about it, was it queen to d3? Let's try queen e1. Yes, it is queen e1. I definitely need to review this a little bit more, because I'm not sure if this is my repertoire that I want to follow. So for this, there's this feature of mark previous, so this would allow me to then, in the non-training mode, to review this position and possibly update my repertoire. So now e5. Black could really play bishop to e7. I don't know why my repertoire focuses on this e5 move, because it's a little over aggressive. But I think white has to go knight here, and I think now they have to go here. And now, if I remember correctly, it is this knight coming here. Oh, then it is this knight too. No, it really does not like that. It must be f5 then. Oh. So it is neither. Okay, now this rings some bells. I had looked at this position before. I think white goes bishop knight to g4. So now, because I got so many moves wrong, I think it's gonna force me to walk down this line again, and this will probably be the last one I'm looking at today. Knight to d7. Alright. So where do I start? I start with f4, I'm pretty sure. Against b5, I have to play bishop to f3, I think. Now I have to stop b4, so I think I have to play a3, which I don't like. And after rook c8, I think I had to play queen to e1. And after e5, my knight has to go, so it has to go here. And now it has to retreat, and then they go bishop g7, and then I have to go f5, and then I have to go knight to g4. Okay, so I recalled this line, and I definitely have to go back to my repertoire and see if there's everything really fitting in with my sort of intentions of playing this for white. But this definitely is a useful tool for improving your memory of variations, because it really forces you to, from time to time, review your openings, and you know, it really keeps track of your stuff. Not sure how accurate this is, but definitely keeps you a little bit more motivated to look at your openings from time to time. It puts you into a situation that is a bit like a blitz game, where you have to pick the moves really quickly, and gives you immediate feedback. Whereas if you play a blitz game and you play a wrong opening move, or not even the wrong move, but the move that's not consistent with your repertoire, you would then possibly not know that this is what you intended to play. So that's that. I probably would make some more videos like that, so check back on my channel for opening practice, tactics, and other videos. Thanks for watching.